YouTube. My preview in OBS looks fine.
Right.
Preview on YouTube looks fine. Okay,
Okay.
start Stardew Valley? Question
And
mark? And it is dead. Yeah.
what the hell?
I literally cannot stream Stardew at all.
Huh.
I don't know what's happening.
Do
Ah.
huh.
I mean,
Brambleberry is asking if you have a video driver update available.
no. Unfortunately, that's as soon as I started having video driver issues, that's the first thing I checked in.
I'm very afraid to hit exit out of the game. Because then if I do and you get it fixed, I'm not going to be able to.
Right.
That's what's going to happen.
Exactly. Well, I don't really know what else to do. I could the only thing I can think of is to try reinstalling Stardew. Which really sucks.
Yeah.
The stream just dies. It freezes. Like OBS freezes and won't stream anything to YouTube as soon as I start Stardew Valley. It works completely fine on the desktop.
You try switching.
Brambleberry suggests try a repair in Steam first for Stardew. See if something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some mod
Buddy.
probably messed something up.
Probably your stupid fishing mod.
It's the damn fishing mod. That's what it is. Okay. I want to do.
This is so fun.
Like, because I've got this is the API for the mods, right?
Right.
See, it's what window is that capturing?
Yeah, I don't. Have you
Yeah.
thought about turning off the mods? Just
well, it's not the mods; it's the actual API. So how do I completely get rid of the API? Okay. I'll have to just delete all, like, the entire mod folder and find out where
I'm probably gonna have to
Snappy installed to.
Oh.
Good grief. I am so sorry about this, guys.
Hey, it's an experience.
This is, of course, this is where Molly literally got, like, the most views of any stream ever. Was that like 3 hours of
not only that, everyone voted for, like, yeah, let's do another one of these. I'm like, what are you guys smoking? Are you crazy?
Yeah, no, so I was like, yeah, let's do another Persona 5 stream because I was highly invested in trying to help get that shit working. I was like, I am not stopping until we get this working.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. I was like, there's nothing happening. I'm just reloading the same file and lagging out like crazy. Trying to, like, press buttons between lags.
I just moved the entire mod folder out of there.
Okay.
And now How do I uninstall that? Google, how
Oh my
to
god.
uninstall. Run the installer again, okay?
How to uninstall my mistakes? You can't.
How do I go back to a previous save? Someone add remove. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay,
Right.
so it should be gone now, yes. And I can probably go back to display capture, should be fine. There. Start to
Okay.
Stardew.
So we're doing
Error occurred while trying to start because there's a missing executable.
Let's go.
Try that file thing.
Oh, there. Of course, this is set up specifically there for this.
Okay.
I got
So are we doing vanilla Stardew?
yes.
Okay.
At least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if
We're gonna see if this works.
see if it'll actually start up.
Okay, let me see if
No.
What?
Even with all the mods and everything gone, it still won't. As soon as I click on Stardew, the screen just freezes on that last frame.
try another game.
Yeah, try another game.
All right, try another game.
Try opening up another game, because if it still freezes, then we know it's OBS or your driver. If it doesn't freeze, then we know it's Stardew for whatever God's forsaken reason.
Yes, greenhouse is perfectly fine. Just loaded up, went on to the main thing. OBS is picking it up fine. It's going through to YouTube. Everything's fine.
You know, it would probably been so much simpler if it was OBS and or your your video driver.
Right.
Because then we're like, all right, this is more of like a tech hardware problem.
Yeah, it's like a driver issue or a OBS, like a bug in the latest OBS update or something like that. But now it's like, no. You really don't want to play Stardew at all. Which is really weird because it's something, because Stardew is running like no problem. It just refuses to send that data to OBS. Oh my goodness. Okay, well.
Okay, do we want to try the bigger IT question? Have you tried turning your computer off and on again?
Before I go
Well, before you do that,
before we
let me
actively sit here for like 3 hours trying to work this out. Let's just try turning it off and on again.
Do I have a backup, Laura Mass? A backup of what is the question?
I think backup helped to help you get through the trying time.
Yeah. Molly's got my back over here, and Gigi's got my back, even though he's like 500 miles away. But it's
and I'm only here till my lunch is ready.
Oh no, Molly's gonna abandon us for food.
Food is greater.
Okay, I'm gonna run the verify integrity of game files.
Verify it. So they've been validated.
That is okay. Backup game files?
Yeah, that's just
good idea to do before all hell breaks loose. You still there, Gigi?
Yeah, I'm still here.
hanging it.
All right. Please suggest.
Oh, try playing it now. Verified it.
Okay. Why is this thing display not connected or not available?
Yeah, OBS in the display says device not connected.
And yet it worked fine for Green Hell.
Go to Windows Capture. Okay, just
Stardew Valley.
Recognize.
So the way that you so the way that you get the game to pop up on your screen is you use window capture.
I usually use display capture, so it's just streaming whatever is on that monitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought maybe try switching to Windows. But changed
I use game capture
Okay.
and have it capture any full screen application.
Try that.
Now.
Yeah. Your screen will be black until a full screen application is, or like a game is like shown or like pops up.
Oh,
Hey.
And then it'll start recording.
it
Popped up.
It popped up.
Oh.
Can anyone see it?
Can you see me? Can you see me, chat? Oh, Brambleberry's like, woohoo! Laura, I'm left-handed. Yes, you can see it. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't... What is going on? Maybe it is with that, the crashing... Like, something is going on between OBS and when I start OBS, it crashes my driver.
Oh, interesting.
So, okay.
Okay.
Get those gold parsnips, yes.
All right. I'll let you guys hustle.
All right,
We got this now. No more trouble.
Let's try starting that back up.
Alrighty.
Do I need to put anything back before actually playing files-wise? Oh, there's the invite code if anybody else would like to join us.
Awesome.
Perfect.
All right.
Can you connect to the game now? And actually, it restarted the day too.
Okay. Oh, goddammit. Vanilla Stardew?
Vanilla Stardew, yeah. Oh, which means I'm not going to be able to fish at all. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Girl Got Games like, are you kidding? You can't fish without a cheat. Oh, thanks for hanging in, everybody.
Oh, my. All right. I'm gonna need that invite going.
Okay. Is it a different one?
I don't know. Is it?
Hang on. Let me. How do I? Let me. Okay. I'm just blanking that out, guys, so that sends the code without everybody else seeing it. Oh, it is definitely different than the one we started with. Buy a training rod. Okay, there we go. We are back, hopefully? Yes. Should be good now. And you should be able to get in, GG.
Let's hope.
Yeah, the training rod makes it easier to catch fish, but the downside is you can only catch common fish. And Zach has joined.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Everything is working? Question mark. Wow. That was crazy. Well, thank you, GG, for suggesting trying game capture. So now I've got like game capture, window capture, and display capture all going. So I just rotate between those when I have problems.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
So I was attempting to collect 100 bug meat. All right. If we're all settled, I would like to pose my question that we discussed.
There's a question of Canada versus America.
Yeah. So Girl Got Game and I'll lay the background here for everybody in chat. Girl Got Game and I were watching a video of a couple of Americans and a Canadian playing golf, and it was cold, so they had like knitted hats on, right? Like a wool hat or whatever. And the Canadian called them toques, and the American said it's not a toque, it's a beanie. And Molly and I are like, wait a minute. So the Canadian says a beanie and a toque are two different things. And the Americans are like, no. Beanie is just the American word, and toque is the Canadian word. So Molly and I are like, no. So when we think of a beanie, we're thinking of like a fairly thin cap that's like fairly tight fitting, and not really made for incredibly cold temperatures. And a toque is like thick and made for like Canadian winters, and it usually has one of those stupid pom-pom things on the top. That's a toque. So we're like, okay, so do Americans have toques, or do they just call anything that's like a knitted cap like that? Are they all beanies? That's the question.
Okay, so I have never heard of the word toque before at all, like ever.
Okay.
So for us, at least from my understanding, a beanie is like a thick knitted cap.
Okay.
But like for me, like I've never seen a when we see like a knitted cap with like a pom-pom on the end of it, we don't call that a beanie. We call that just like a knitted cap.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Do I have any beanies with me?
Lorem's like, I don't know either. Hey, DSPA, thanks for joining. And by the way, thank you to everybody for joining and for hanging out through the technical issues. It's always appreciated.
I don't have any beanies right now.
Left-handed Jedi says when he thinks of a beanie, I think of a thin cap with a propeller on top. Yep, let's go. Let's get the propeller going.
Yeah. I'll have to send you pictures of like what I consider like a beanie.
Okay.
Because there's different, because when I think of beanie, it's like a long, like knitted cap.
Okay. It sounds a beanie like what you're describing. Well, except for like I don't think Canadians really use the term beanie all that much, unless we're referring to like an American beanie. What we think of as a beanie. So we call just about everything that's like a thick knitted hat for winter, we would call that a toque, which I think is a French word. It's probably from Quebec. It was probably made in Quebec, which is much colder than like Ontario.
Oh,
so interesting. Okay, well there you go. Deep philosophical question.
That's interesting. And they were just like arguing with each other.
Yeah. The problem is the Canadian that is on that thing is constantly mispronouncing things. And not like using the Canadian word for things. Like they are literally just like, what is that? What are you saying? That isn't even a word. And we're like, as Canadians, are like, that's not a word. What are you? You're misrepresenting, guy.
Oh my god.
So it's perfectly understandable for them to be like, it's not a toque, it's a beanie, you know? And it is like, no, it's a different thing. And as far as Molly and I are concerned, like we would consider those two different things.
Okay. I think like we agree with you, or like I mean like I agree with you. Like from what you're describing, a toque and a beanie are two different things. But for us, we wouldn't call it a toque. We'd call it like a knitted cap.
Okay.
Or I would anyway.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Of course, that's another thing, right? You
anything. I wouldn't call that anything like with a pom pom on the end of it a beanie. But you know, maybe I'm just the weird one.
Probably
maybe.
Not. There's also the possibility of regional differences within the United States as well.
Oh yeah, like accents within each state.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if there's a difference between I would be kind of considered more Eastern Canada, I guess. Ontario's kind of more, I mean, it's like central, but there's like some significant differences between, oh, good grief, am I being attacked? Some significant differences between us and Western Canada. So like Alberta and BC and stuff will have different words for things. And like, for example, Alberta, people in Alberta are a lot more like Texans than they are the rest of Canada.
They're so far removed from Texas, though.
I know, it's ridiculous, but it's like, it's just north. It's like Alberta's like the North Texas, you know?
Oh no!
They've got the Stampede, and they're all cowboys, and that's really funny. Oh, I found a chewing stick. Wonderful.
Interesting.
Okay, so what's chat saying here? When I think, okay, so so left-handed saying about he thinks of the thin cap with propeller. DSP says, PC, you made me complete green hell finally after 96 in-game days. Congratulations, Dan. Well done.
Hello, Game Dan. So what we're talking about here is PC and Molly were watching a show, and it was like a Canadian and a group of Americans. They were golfing, and was it? You should probably tell the story, PC, because you were the one that watched it.
Yeah, so they were just it's two Americans and a Canadian on an American's website. I mean, on an American's YouTube channel, and they were playing golf, and I think they were like, maybe in like somewhere in the southern states where it gets cold enough in the winter that they needed, because they usually play in like Florida, but it was cold enough that they needed hats, and they had what the Canadian would call a toque, and the Americans are like, no, that's a beanie. And then the Canadians like, it's two different things. And especially because these hats were thick and they had a pom-pom on the top, Molly and I, being Canadians, would call that a toque. And so then we're like, well, wait a minute. So because the argument between them was, is toque and beanie describing the same thing? It's just two different words depending on which country you're coming from. But we were like, no, they're definitely two different things. But then GG just described what you just described as a beanie is what we're like, well, that's what I would call a toque. So now I'm even more confused.
Because, so for them, for Canadian,
for those wrong people.
Yeah, for the people that like are on the wrong side of justice here. What they describe as a toque is like a thick knitted cap that, like, what you said, usually has like a pom-pom on the end of it.
Usually, although like that was more like a certain style that's getting less popular as time goes on.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know I don't know if that actually has some kind of purpose.
I don't either. I've always not liked them.
Yeah, like they're like, can you just get off my head, please? You're like throwing off my balance here, too.
Yeah, but like I've always considered like the long, thick knitted caps to be beanies. Okay. But like anything with like a pom pom on it is like a I call that like a knitted cap. Because anything that like fits snugly or fits tight to your head that's knitted, I call that like a knitted cap. Okay. A beanie is more is more loose.
Really? That's really wild, because like I would think of, when I think of a beanie, I would think more like a tight thin cap like that, like a skateboarder would wear when it's like fall, they're skateboarding in like the fall or something like that, which is like completely the opposite of what you think of as a beanie. So that's really weird. I'm like anyway, all right, well, there you go.
Hold up, we might just be thinking of the same thing, but the way I'm describing it.
And I'm in bed. I actually made it back. Despite all the...
Yeah.
Oh, I got to combat 6. Nice. I can now create a slime egg press. I tried that. I compressed 100 slimes into an egg, and then I hatched that egg, and I got a single slime back. And I'm like, what the hell is the point of that?
So, you know, maybe I'm just being dumb.
Let me look up. I don't know why we didn't even
think. I sent you 2 pictures.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what I would consider a beanie. Okay. That style of that style of hat.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That I didn't even think about something like that. Huh.
Wait, so we're actually talking about like 2 completely different hat styles.
Yes. Okay.
So hold up. Let me
see if I can get you. Holy crap. A $650 beanie? Good God.
Jesus.
What? Okay. This not a very good.
Oh, what does that pop up? No, it does not.
Is there a way to pick this? Yes. Okay, this is what I'd call a beanie. Although Canadians definitely don't use the word beanie very much. I would actually probably just call that a knit cap.
Funny.
Oh, here's a perfect one. It even has Canada printed on it. Oh, perfect. I look
What
up
is-
toque and it's like, did you mean this giant woolen thing with Canada printed on it?
This is what I would call a knitted cap. No one knows what we're talking about here. Everyone is so confused.
I gotta post it. I'll post it on my Discord. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, copy that.
And-
I'm gonna go to Discord. Whoops.
Dan, I know you're out right now. Like you're getting ready for work. I hope you have a peaceful shift. Sorry for not addressing you when you sent that message immediately.
The one that you just sent me, is that, would you call that a toque? No, you
I
don't,
would call
you don't
that
use
a
the word
knit-
toque.
Yeah, I would call that a knitted cap.
Okay. Be funny. And then the British in our channel are just like, I don't know what the hell any of you guys are talking about. You're all. Why do you even wear hats? That's one of the amazing things about, like, every time I've seen like, it's cold winter, really miserable in England. They're like the Brits are like piling on the layers, but they never wear a hat. No hat whatsoever. I guess I'll post this in off topic. Toque. There you go. Here's a toque.
Okay. So that's I would just call like I would call that like a cap.
That thing is so bloody stupid.
Like
Nobody
a
wears
cap.
anything like that. Not that I've ever seen. Unless you're like way
You're
in like
six.
northern Ontario, where you maybe haven't quite graduated, elementary.
Yeah, exactly. You only wear that because you're like 6 years old. Your parents think it looks super cute on you.
Exactly.
Or
you are, as there was a Indian Canadian, like East Indian Canadian, not Native American Indian, that was like, my parents are like, we must make you fit in with the Canadian children, so they made me go to school literally dressed in a Canadian flag. Like an outfit that is like,
oh my god, I am so sorry for him.
He's like, oh my god, guys, why do you hate me?
I feel so bad for him. That's gotta be like the worst feeling.
He's like, this is not helping me to make friends, Mom or Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now that I've blown through nearly an entire other day, Food Dan says I wear a flat cap of paddy hat. What is a paddy hat?
What is
a
a
woolen
flat
hat?
cap?
And a woolen hat before you can keep a bunch of fire starting stuff in. You can keep a bunch of starting stuff in your hat?
What?
What?
He's about to walk around with his head on fire.
Left-handed Jedi's like, I'll take Canadian fashion for 200, Alex. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Wait, I gotta look up paddy hat. What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah. See, we would call that, and paddy hat makes perfect sense, but I'd call that like a golfing hat. Is that typically that's like, we'll associate that with like Scottish golfing, basically.
Oh, are you talking? Wait, are you talking about the?
It's like a wool hat that.
Yeah, with a like ball at like the top of the center. And like it folds over to one side.
It folds forwards. And it's got like a brim, like a baseball cap kind of thing, right? But then it's like got like yeah. It's Irish. Sorry, dude. Oh my goodness. This reminds me of the argument between My brother and I think we might have discussed this before. The argument between my brother and one of his Scottish relatives, like his wife's relatives in Scotland, and the relative is like saying, "Well, you're an American, right? Because you're from like the Americas." Like, no, I would not consider myself. I would never call myself an American. Americans are people that are in the United States. not on the American continent.
I was waiting for you to go. Americans are those people that, and then just something like completely on a left field.
Don't start more Irish-Scottish wars. Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness.
Here.
Where are all of our? Do we have a place for?
I just put it in the blue chest. The ores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I just put the rest of the.
We do not need to start another Irish-Scottish war.
But it would be funny.
It would be funny though. You don't appreciate how funny it would be.
You've gotta complete the joke no matter what.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so anyway, he's like, I'm no more American. A Canadian is no more American than a Scottish person is English. Okay? Scottish are British, not English. Let's get it right. He just starts seething. I am not English.
God.
Oh, I should probably break some of these things up. Now, what's his name's gone. He's gone to bed. Anyway, okay, great. Well, that was fun.
Wait, we've got a barn. When did this happen?
Hey, it's a barn.
When did this happen?
I think I blew all our money. That's why we're so poor.
Oh, right.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get a heater for here and a cow, I guess.
Yeah. Crafting. What do we need for how do you make a heater again?
Oh, a lot of Dan says a lot of bushcrafters wear woolen hats and store fire starting stuff like wax covered matches and tinder and stuff in their hat.
Oh wow.
That's interesting.
All right, give me 1 sec. I'll be
that's
right
a good
back.
idea.
Gotta use the bathroom.
Okay, yep, no problem. Oh, they can. So it does. They don't freeze from the heater. They just they prefer it for happiness. Okay. Oh wait, there is one thing that is not watered there. Where did I put my watering can? I always lose my watering can. Yeah, GG is absolutely that. What GG refers to as a beanie. I'm like, oh yeah. That is totally not what I was thinking of at all. Goodness, we got stuff like all over the place, all kinds of different. We got some gold. Do we really not have any other ores? A little bit of gold and a little bit of copper. Look at that. I managed to actually get oh wait. I gotta get the bug meat wherever that is. There we go. So I need 20 more. Go and put that in Willie's. I think he has like a storage thing just outside his house. Gus wants an albacore. I think that's from the ocean. Put the matches through the wool, and it stores them there. Even some wool hats sold with a match striker sewn into the hat under the fold. Sounds like a good way to light your hat on fire. Yeah, DSPA is teaching me all kinds of crazy stuff about bushcrafting.
Wait. I just came back and I heard a match striker on the inside of a wool hat.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds like a great way to light your hat on fire. So it says, yeah, some stores actually sell wool hats with a match striker sewn into the hat under the fold.
Are they?
And it's actually sewn in. It's not like you can remove it.
Are they commonly bought? Or is this the kind of thing that like someone new to what did you say?
Bushcrafting. That's like, you know,
spreading weeds cause damage to the farm.
Oh no. That means that something got destroyed.
I got a gold parsnip.
Oh, nice. I
got 2 gold parsnips.
Don't actually.
3.
Oh, nice.
4.
Oh.
5. Let's go.
Awesome. Oh man, we did it. On day 5 of spring.
6. Let's go.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, so then we can plant melons in the summer, and hopefully we'll have the same success.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go put those away.
Interesting. Yeah, DSPA says they are actually quite popular and useful.
Huh.
That's really interesting.
The wool has to be treated with something then.
It's funny that that's popular in England, because here in Canada, where you would think, you know, you'd need to have like some kind of survival stuff, that kind of thing would be like exceptionally rare. Like the only people that would buy something like that are people that are deliberately going out to do bushcrafting. Like, I don't know if just regular people have like survival gear in England or.
Okay, so we need melons, pumpkins, and corn.
Yeah, so melons grow only in the summer, pumpkins grow only in the fall, and corn grows in both.
Okay. So now we can just plant whatever we want to.
No, they don't. Okay, ordinary British people do not walk around with fire starting equipment in their hats. I do, though. DSPA is ready for any emergency.
Yeah. He's gonna be that dad that overpacks for like the smallest soccer game.
Yeah. Does anybody want steaks? Because I brought a grill.
He just pulls out like a small like survival grill, and it's like who wants the full? Never mind, I already fucked that word up.
Oh, perfect.
Who wants a steak? Filet mignon. That's what it is. Okay, so do you want me to just sell the rest of these parsnips?
Yeah, I don't think we need anything. We need to make anything from them. Like, do they go into any? Oh, you can make parsnip soup and farmer's lunch with them. Farmer's Lunch gives you a +3 bonus to farming. That should actually be fairly easy to make. It's an omelet, so you need an egg, I guess, right, to make that. You need an egg and milk to make an omelet, and then you combine that with a parsnip for Farmer's Lunch. I mean, you might want to keep a few of them around. Just some of the regular ones. Sell any gold or silver ones that you didn't need for the bundle. DSPA says that camping is fun and it rains a lot, so fire starting stuff is useful, especially waterproof fire starting stuff, I'd imagine. I've got a fire stove and a canteen and a mess tin. I can camp anywhere.
Nah. Needed a fire opal. Cool.
Yeah, I got like a whole bunch of stuff for the museum there.
Nice.
In our personal playthroughs, both Girl Got Game and I, like within a couple of days of each other, finished the museum.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like, holy crap, we've done it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so Lorem says that Farmer's Lunch is underrated. It makes you harvest more quality crops.
Oh.
That would actually be really useful for both for money reasons and for getting gold rated stuff.
Well, I have a page from Abigail's diary. Things I love: the smell of carved pumpkin, keeping an amethyst under my pillow, chocolate cake, the thrill of spicy eel, and the comfort of mom's blackberry cobbler. Parentheses. Or, yeah, I like to eat.
I like to eat, in other words.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you have a better chance of getting gold star crops when you use the Farmer's Lunch. That's really cool. Does that continue, Lorem? Do you know if that continues to work even if you've maxed out farming? Because I always assumed that when it's like +3, it means like up to the maximum of 10. Kind of curious about that. DSPA is ready to cook outside. We all know how much DSPA loves to cook. So.
Yeah.
Can I make spring? Oh, I can make some spring seeds. Okay. I will throw those into ground, I guess. It stacks beyond level 10. I use it to get iridium sweetberry gems. Oh, man.
Damn.
Well, that's nice. All right, what other kinds of seeds have we got? Let's plant some of these other things. I don't know if you
we've got
want to water
34
those.
parsnips. Jesus.
Actually, those. Those. Oh, fun.
Alrighty.
You're actually making some progress.
Oh, went back in.
Oh, should be letting the critters out for a run.
Yeah, I did. I actually just closed that because they
Oh.
all walked in because it was getting late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Right, so we need to get ourselves a cow. How much do the cows cost?
1,000,000 gold.
I don't know if you heard if you were in the bathroom, but chat mentioned that the animals don't actually freeze without a heater. They're just happier with a heater.
Oh.
Like they won't die. They'll just be happier.
Okay, well, we want them to be happy.
Cows are 1,500 gold, so we can actually afford 2 of them. And that's incredible. But I had no idea that you could use those like bonus, those buffs to food to actually get even higher quality stuff. That's awesome.
How do we? Don't we have like 2 heaters?
I think so. I think we have one in. Do we have 2? Don't we just have the one in the
No,
coop?
yeah, but I think we've got another heater somewhere because
Oh.
I think both of us got a heater.
Oh, but it was a reward, right?
I think so. That's not
We're like,
unless
well, if we need it, we'll.
maybe not.
Maybe not. I just noticed that we have some gold grapes. So toss that into the gold chest.
Maybe it's something else.
Oh, this is interesting. DSPA is just saying like if you're interested in waterproof, instead of spending a whole bunch of money on waterproof matches, if you just dip regular matches in wax, it makes them waterproof.
Really?
Like, well, that's a massive money saving tip. If you
Yeah.
ever want to do, if you ever want to make sure you have some waterproof matches, which is not a bad thing to have. All right, I think I'm going to chop down some more tree. No, I still can't chop that thing down. Chop some trees down. ESPA is pretty sure that he's posted food on Discord that he has actually cooked outside.
Oh. That's really cool.
Yeah, cooking on an open flame's obviously a lot harder than using like a stove where you can control the exact temperature with like a press of a button. Reorganize my tools. I can't break that either. Oh no. You have the steel axe, right?
Yes.
Wonder if that's enough to break those. Is it enough to break the logs that are lying down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's one just below our pond. Or that little pond over there.
I am coming back.
Man, I wonder what happened, because I've been streaming Stardew with display capture this whole time. It's only today.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. Oh, wait.
Dan's like, food tastes so good when it's cooked on an open fire.
I gotta check something real quick. Is today what I think it is? Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes. I, Molly and I were out and got like some really weird looks from a couple of women, like kind of sad sad looks, like I don't
Why?
have a guy to spend Valentine's Day
Oh
with.
my god. Uh,
That's depressing. Like, oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah. Wow. We got a lot. What is other chewing stick? 50 gold.
Yeah, I just had an extra. You can only donate one to the museum, and then after that, there's nothing else you can do with most of those artifacts and stuff. So you just sell them. Unfortunately, they're not really worth that much. Like considering they're like rare historical artifacts.
Yeah.
Like, really, it's not like worth anything.
Oh, I got a letter. Zach, I'm really craving a fresh apricot. I haven't been able to find one at the store, so I'm asking you. I'll pay you well for it. Emily.
I will pay you a fortune for it. Okay.
I will give you my firstborn.
I will give you $100 for a single apricot. Like, oh.
Do we have?
I don't think so. That grows on trees, and we don't have tree for it. Lorem's getting hungry. Oh, DSPA made sausage and cheese stuffed baked potatoes, garlic bread, and a small curry outside once. It was so good. Oh. That made literally anywhere sounds good.
Hey, look, I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Could you guys keep the food discussions to a minimum, please?
Oh my god. Food Dan. Where do you live for no particular reason whatsoever?
just out of,
Just out of curiosity.
Just out of curiosity, not like I'm thinking about stopping by or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all wish DSPA was near us so that he could just feed us.
Has called the local bug population and everyone feels a little safer.
I'm a mass murderer of bugs, apparently.
Nice.
I think I'm just going to reset this. That makes
I got a pomegranate, not an apricot. I thought that's what that was going to be.
Do we need pomegranates for any of the bundles?
That is an excellent question.
You know what we do
keep
need?
hitting I for inventory. That's not what I need. What do we need, PC?
We need a fire quartz, and that's the last thing for for the geologist's bundle, which is the last thing for the boiler room, which unlocks the mine carts. We literally only need the fire quartz. So you can get it in the mines, floors 80 plus, from magma geodes, omni geodes. You can get it from panning, gold panning, and from fishing treasures, the treasure chest.
So we no longer need pomegranate. Because it's needed for the Enchanter's bundle, if I could speak. But we've already done that.
Okay. Already did it.
Oh. And Game Dan has Game Dan has sent me a thing. It turns out that in New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and Australia, the term beanie is normally applied to a wool knit cap, and it's interchangeable with a toque. I think that's just different ways of pronouncing toque. Tuque, Touque, and Toque. Wait, Toque in Canada and parts of the U.S. Toque is in fact the same wool hat as a beanie with 3 distinct spellings.
Oh, okay. And it's interchangeable in all 3 of those countries.
Yeah. It's also spelled differently.
Right. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So the plot thickens, is what you're saying.
The rabbit hole goes even deeper. So pretty much we're talking about the same thing, but I think there's like cultural different or like I guess cultural difference would be appropriate to say in terms of like what it's used for. Like,
Right.
for us, beanies are used on like colder days, but like I also, at least like people my age and I think also older, also use it as like a fashion piece.
Right. It also sounds like some parts of the United States also use the word toque. I wonder if it's possible, like it's like some of the like northeastern US states that like border it might
Canada.
Maybe it's used in like New York, maybe northern like the northern part of New York and Vermont and stuff like that. Maybe Maine, maybe Maine is more I would imagine Maine is like, if they're gonna have any similar cultural references, it's gonna be similar to like the eastern, like the maritime provinces in Canada.
It's northern portions of the United States, Canada, the UK, and Europe. Oh wait, where sledding is popular. What the hell? So okay, so I'm guessing it's the same thing for like how they pronounce it or like what they call it.
Oh,
wow!
I just got a treasure map.
All right, you wanted me to chop down a tree.
That log that's laying down next, just below our little pond area there. Like, I might as well get rid of that.
Oh, like closer to our houses.
Yeah. Hey, Molly. Did you hear Dan sent, it was Dan, right? GG?
Yeah,
Sent you that link.
Dan.
Yeah, Game Dan sent GG a link saying that the words beanie and toque are used interchangeably in like New Zealand and Australia and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're not used interchangeably here.
No.
Also, there's like 3 or 4 different spellings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And toque is used in some U.S. states, like northern U.S. states. Probably the ones that border Canada, like eastern Canada at least.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
the 3 spellings are Tuque,
okay,
Touque,
okay,
and Toque.
okay. Well, the QUE is consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if it's like, I thought it was French, but it might actually be one of the Native American languages originally.
Well, it's possible.
But I don't think they did, they made knitted, like traditionally, I don't think they made knitted stuff, right? I think it was all like animal skin.
I couldn't comment either way. Oh, you have so many notes.
What? Okay, hold up. In the southern states of America, toboggan, Toboggan, is the name of a wool knitted hat that is worn during the colder months.
Really?
That
Yeah.
sounds like a toboggan.
Oh, bang.
That is the hat you wear when you go tobogganing.
What the heck is toboggan?
Yeah, exactly. The Americans are like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. My brain is like, please tell me he's just making fun of me.
Oh,
He's making fun of me, right?
Oh no! Oh no!
I pronounced the word wrong, and he's making fun of me, right? That's not an actual.
Okay, so now
Yeah, okay. Yeah, tobogganing is also what we call sledding.
Sledding.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. We just call it sledding or
Yeah.
snowboarding.
I never heard
Or
sledding
skiing.
until like I was a teenager. It was always tobogganing.
Oh my goodness! The rabbit hole just never ends.
What the fuck is Florida? I'm not Florida. What the fuck is Canada? Oh my
The mystical
god.
place where we make up words.
And we just make
Oh
random
my
words up.
god.
Oh,
Ugh.
Lorem, that ancient. I got an ancient seed.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
All right. Well, on that note, goodbye, everybody.
See you later.
See ya, Molly.
Thanks for noticing, Lorem. Otherwise, I've been like, doopa doopa doop. Oh, it's too bad we don't have any ancient seeds.
So what does an ancient seed do?
Ancient seed. The one I have is an artifact, so I donate it to the museum. And then Gunther, I think, either gives us an ancient seed that can be planted, or he gives us the recipe for how to make one. I can't remember. Lorem says bye, Molly. And that is like one of the more valuable fruits.
Okay. What is it? Wait.
I don't
You
think
may
we
have said it, and my brain was still trying to like comprehend sledding.
sledding and tobogganing.
Yeah. What plant does it produce?
The ancient fruit.
Okay.
It's like a blue fruit that it's one of the most valuable for turning into wine.
Okay. And when does that grow?
I think it grows. Let me look.
Oh my god. What is happening?
It grows spring, summer, and fall. Takes the full month to grow.
Oh.
And ancient fruit is worth at least 550 gold. And then it goes up to iridium quality is 1100 gold. If you turn that into wine, it triples the base price.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a very profitable thing.
So what you're saying is that we need to get a whole bunch of ancient seeds, put them in the greenhouse,
Yes.
and then
it
turn
just
them
keeps
into wine.
It just keeps producing. Like if you plant it in the greenhouse, it just keeps producing.
Yeah.
Like, it takes 7 days, I think, for a new fruit to produce.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah. Food
Yeah,
Man's
we
making people hungry, absolutely. UK uses both the terms sledding and tobogganing.
You're just wrong.
Oh, a sled has a stand like a sleigh. Like the type of sleigh that... What would you call it, a sleigh? The thing that, that like horses pull? You know, like, you know, like
Yes.
the thing that... Like Santa's sleigh, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I would call that. Yeah, I would call that a sleigh.
I've never actually been on a sleigh, you know?
Neither have I.
Okay, so Lorem says it is best to plant it in the greenhouse and then use the seed maker to make more ancient seeds. You take the fruit, you put it in the seed maker, you get more seeds that way. And where you go.
And so once it's done growing, you can just keep like pulling plants off of the stem.
Yeah.
Is it one of the regrowable ones?
Yeah. So
Or,
yeah, it takes 28 days to grow, and then every 7 days it produces another fruit.
that is powerful.
Yeah, and even just selling a greenhouse full of fruit is worth a lot of money. But if you turn it into wine, oh man.
Understood. Oh my god.
Yeah. DSPA is like saying like a sled like is a toboggan that doesn't have skate like things on the bottom, so it's flat, and yeah, you just slide down hills on it basically.
Yeah.
I have your ancient seed, my friend. Here we go. Ooh,
Oh,
give me a
boy.
reward.
Never thought I'd
packet of
hear you
ancient
say those
seeds.
words.
We got a packet of ancient seeds and a recipe for it. All right, so we are... Is it spring still or summer? It's spring, right?
Yes.
Like, I mean, unfortunately, I could just save the ancient seed. We have a seed maker? We make a seed maker? No. Okay, so we definitely do not want to plant the ancient seed now, because it would not be ready until summer, and we wouldn't be able to make any more seeds.
So we've only got one.
Yeah, we only have one seed packet, like literally a single plant.
Oh. Okay.
So I will store that in a safe place as possible.
Yeah, underground.
In the ground,
in a chest.
actually.
In. Wow, I'm smart.
I came all the way back here without having Clint break open some geodes.
You should still have time. Hopefully.
Oh no, DSP is like, could we debate the difference between a hatchet and an axe now?
I'm okay with that, because that one's pretty... Like... I might be wrong here. But isn't a hatchet just a small axe, like a one-handed axe?
That's what I would consider. Like I would consider a hatchet a type of axe, right? It's a type of axe.
I think it's like
small.
I think it's small, like in the family.
Yeah, it's a small axe that you
that's used for like
splitting small pieces of wood or chopping small limbs off of trees or something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas an axe could be, I mean, it could be that, but it could be anything else. So it could be a war axe. It could be a axe, a two-handed axe for chopping logs and whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's more like a matter of it's a type of axe rather than a different word. But then again, DSP is gonna probably lay it on us now. Actually,
we're about to get like sauced.
In middle, the word hatchet comes from Middle French to English, and it means.
All right, Food Dan, how are we wrong?
Lorem is like, an axe is the perfect weapon for slaying Thalmor.
Nah.
Excellent. Yes. Well, that's what Isgrimor thought, right? He had Wuthrad, which is an axe. I prefer an ebony dagger myself.
Yeah.
Stabby.
I prefer something that won't alert everyone around me to my presence.
Like, there's that scene in, I don't know what made me think about that. Like, I'm thinking about like stabbing an elf, right? A sneaky stab, and then that made me think of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. There's a scene where one of the characters is like, they were fighting with somebody, and he's like, but he was like, it's, I don't know. Did you see Deep Space Nine, GG?
Nope.
Okay.
I have not seen a single Star Trek thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, a friend of my brother-in-law's is like, very proudly has never seen a single Star Trek anything ever. Like, I will never watch it. That is my claim to fame. I've never watched any Star Trek. Anyway, so one of the characters had been like an enemy, but was like temporarily allied.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other guy's like, for a moment there, his back was turned to me, and he made an awfully tempting target. They're like, You would shoot a man in the back? He's like, well, yeah, it's the safest way.
True.
Like, dude.
My guy's just trying to survive.
Left-handed Jedi says that he grew up with the original series. I still have not watched every episode of the original series. I started with the series of my childhood was Next Generation.
I don't know if that hurts or not. My childhood, Next Generation. Because like Next Generation is like old.
Yeah.
To me.
Well, it's like
I've never like seen Star Trek, but like I know bits of it.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of cultural references that come from that, right?
Yeah.
It's like for years, Molly was okay. Before I say it, do you get the reference? There's something happening. There's something afoot at the Circle K. Do you know what reference that's from?
There's something afoot. No.
Okay, so that's from Molly had heard me and my older sister like say that multiple times. It's just like, what the hell is that? And so it's from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That movie is from, I guess, the 90s, early 90s, probably.
Okay.
It was Keanu Reeves's like breakout role kind of thing.
Okay.
They made that, and they actually have made three. They just made a third one. Like, oof. I don't know, 30 years after the original came out. Oh, left-handed. It's Garrick was the Cardassian tailor. Yeah. Like the Cardassian,
What?
the left-handed's asking about the character that I was talking about in Deep Space Nine. He was a tailor. At least he was pretending to be a tailor, or I guess he was technically acting as a tailor, but he was like in he was on the space station in exile. He had been exiled from his home planet.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a former member of the Obsidian Order, which sounds like a great like guild name for something in Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to talk to KFC. Thank you. I just picked up a large purple egg. Well, purple starred egg. PC.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just like, please tell me it did not like your computer did not just like explode.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I was distracted.
You're fine.
The SPA is just listing off all of the Bill and Ted movies.
Oh boy.
It's kind of like a Dumb and Dumber type of thing, right?
Mm.
If you saw that movie.
Yes, I have seen Dumb and Dumber. Or National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh, yes. Oh my god! I just got a prismatic shard from a slime on level 13.
Let's go.
Nice. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Florum's like, holy shit. Yep, that is the drop rate of that is ridiculously low.
On.
Don't donate it.
Don't donate it. Yeah, because we can like make like really good stuff with that, right?
Yeah, we can make the galaxy sword.
Wow. You're gonna like be out of that cave soon, right?
Yeah, wait, unfortunately you can't make the galaxy sword until you unlock the desert, and we need to get the bus fixed for that, so it's a little ways off, but awesome to have one for sure.
Yeah.
DSPA is describing Bill and Ted's as Dumb and Dumber with air guitar and time traveling and a time traveling phone box. Yep, that's pretty much it.
Oh. So like if Dumb and Dumber met Doctor Who?
Yes. Perfect. Oh no, I'm collecting all this bug meat and I missed the deadline.
Oh man.
Well, great.
Where should I put this honey?
I put honey in one of them. The green one? Might be in the green one.
Yeah, it's in the green.
We are station. Oh my goodness, that was so stupid. There's this Martian in the. Was that in the second? I think that's in the second one. Second Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. They die and they go to hell, and they play Battleship with Battleship and Twister with the Grim Reaper in a deal to get out of hell.
Oh, okay.
Molly's like, what is this thing that you're showing me? This place is ridiculous. Of course, now we have no. Oh man, got no cheats going on. I can't see where anybody is or anything.
All right.
So sad.
Not cheats. It's features.
Features. Perfect. The burglar ring makes juicy bug quest quite easy. What does the burglar ring do?
I guess it steals. I guess it gives more drops or something.
That would make sense. I can't believe I was doing all that and I didn't get nothing. I didn't end up being able to finish the quest.
Well, you quelled the bug population, which is good enough.
I guess that's the most important thing, really.
Now, is there a chance to commit a bug genocide?
Can you literally make bugs extinct? I don't think so.
Yeah. Can you commit genocide in this game of monsters? Which is
I wish you could do that in Minecraft with creepers.
oh,
Just eliminate the source of creepers.
dude. I've been playing, or I was playing this hardcore world that I had. And like I clicked out of the game. And usually when I do that, it stops, like it pauses the game. It didn't for some reason this time, and I come back just in time to hear
Oh no.
explosion.
Yep.
I turn around just in time for me to see it explode, and I got dropped to 2 hearts, and I nearly cried. Like my heart dropped so fast that I had pins and needles in my fingertips.
Oof.
I was like, oh. And I just paused the game and I sat there contemplating my existence for 5 minutes. I was like, oh my god.
My life just flashed before my eyes. That's why I buy a cat. I bring a cat. Screw those creepers.
Yeah. So, are we gonna call it after this?
Sure.
Because it's almost 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Damn, time flew by.
Yeah, especially when we spent like 25 minutes trying to solve my technical issues. Whoops.
Oops.
Anyway, turned out fun. We discovered a whole bunch of words that we
make absolutely no sense.
Yeah. I didn't know that there was multiple spellings for toque either, so I learned something with that.
Just wait. I'm gonna get like a comment from like a random viewer. It's like you completely pronounced it wrong, and
Yes.
it's gonna give me like 500 different ways of how to pronounce it correctly. And I'm gonna sit there like, why can this rabbit hole like stop at like any point? What should I do with this geode?
What kind of geode is it?
Just a regular one.
I mean, you can have Clint break it and see if he finds anything. It's usually worth it. I mean, sometimes the thing's not worth 25 gold, but it usually is. Hello, Abigail. What you doing? Oh, hey, taking a break from work. Just chatting to you, girl. Let me holler at you. I like your purple hair.
That's geode.
Yeah, Lauren's like,
iron.
this has actually been a really good stream. A ancient seed and a prismatic shard. Like,
yeah. Oh,
those
boy.
are 2 very rare drops.
Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. I had to use the bathroom again.
Okay.
Uh
Ooh. Yeah. Unfortunately, the insect head sword's not as good as what I've got. But I can put a hard hat on. Yeah. Yeah, we're rocking the hard hat now. Hopefully one day Food Dan can move to Canada and live like a lumberjack in a log cabin. Yeah, man. I can highly recommend the YouTube channel My Self-Reliance. He has built, he's fully filmed at least one, and I'm not sure how far along he is on his second full cabin build by himself. He's also like he at his old cabin he built like an outdoor kitchen and a bathhouse and a woodshed and a garden, and I think that's it. And then he had major problems with his neighbor, so he had to move, fortunately.
what happened?
DSPA is just saying that he would like to move to Canada and live like a lumberjack in a log cabin. So I was telling him about a YouTube channel that I can recommend called My Self-Reliance, and he has built. I've like watched the videos of him building a log cabin like from scratch by himself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. And he has also, so he had like a property with about 20 acres. It was just a beautiful, gorgeous property, 20 acres of forest, backs onto 8,000 acres, might be 8,000 hectares of crown land, which, what is, I guess America would, that would be like public, like publicly owned land, right? Crown land is like land that is owned by the government.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, we call it crown land because we're technically still under the king, but the King of England. But it's really, in practice, it's just land that is owned by the Canadian government.
Yeah.
It's different from a national park. Left-handed Jedi says national park, but it's actually different than a national park. The national park is like an actual designated area that's named and everything like that. This is Canada. Like, there's so much land in Canada that is just nothing. It's just endless forest and streams and stuff, and it's not even a park. It's just public land. And so you're allowed to camp, hunt. You can even build like a temporary building for a period of time on crown land.
What?
But you can't build anything permanent. You can't live there permanently. Yeah. So I looked into it. I was like, okay, so apparently nearly 90% of the land in Canada is owned by the government, and only 10% is privately owned. In the States, it's almost the exact reverse. Like 90% of the land is privately owned, 10% is owned by the government, and most of that 10% is like in Nevada, for like nuclear testing and researching UFOs and stuff like that. I think that's the case in like Europe and England and stuff too, right? Like most of it is privately owned, and only some of the land is now actually directly owned by the government or the king or whatever. I mean, it technically used to be all the king's land, right?
Yeah.
Be right back. Going to Canada for free real estate.
Yeah,
you might be a
honestly.
little disappointed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, unfortunately you can go live there sort of. But yeah, you can't buy. You can't actually get that land, and real estate is ridiculously expensive in Canada. I don't know what's going on. It makes no sense. We've got like one of the lowest populations of a country with the second most amount of land, and yet land is like anywhere near a city. Good grief. Anywhere within 150 miles of the US border is like millions of dollars. The average house price is like $1 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, like we basically, if you don't like inherit a house, or your parents can somehow come up with, $250,000 for a down payment, like if you're under 40 years old, it's almost impossible to buy a house.
Sounds about right here.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
the states also had like just since 2008, right? Like the big real estate crash then, like the market just went nuts. And especially with COVID.
Oh
like,
yeah, no.
I think our prices went up like 100% in 2 years.
I think here it's like it's almost impossible for someone my age working a full-time job to even afford an apartment on my own.
Yeah.
It's like almost impossible.
I heard about, so somebody went viral on TikTok for posting a video saying that she got a call back for an interview for her dream job.
Mhm.
And the interviewer said, like, do you have any family or friends that you can live with in the city? Because like rent is insanely high.
Yeah.
And she's like, and so the interviewee is like, are you does the stated wage, is it a living wage that I can like afford my own place? And they're like, just flat out no. You can literally have a full-time job, and you cannot, the money you earn on that full-time job is not enough to live in the city where that job is.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah,
like, so they ended the article with like, you literally don't have enough money to earn a living.
You don't. Like
you need either family or friends that you can like, couch surf with, or you have to be independently wealthy to get a job.
Yeah, that's really what it is. You gotta like you either work yourself to the point of like physical harm,
Yeah.
just to have enough money to be self-sufficient, which isn't really even self-sufficient if you're like killing yourself at work.
No, like if you're like literally wearing your body out just to eat,
Make ends meet. Yeah, just to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. That's not living.
No. And I mean this is I'm like, it's gotta break at some point. Like this can't continue. How can you have it where no one can afford any, like no one can buy any house, nobody can rent even Like, so there was somebody trying to rent a walk-in closet in Toronto for $2,500 a month.
A walk, bro. Oh.
It's like a 8 by 8 or something. No, it must have been smaller than that. Like a 5 by 8 walk-in closet. So it's like half the size of a small bedroom. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. And yeah, like DSPA just mentioned how expensive groceries are too.
Oh my god.
I mean, the official Canadian and I think America is basically the same inflation rate is like 7%. 7% increase from last year. But somebody went to Costco, like a year. They went through the thing and took like pictures of a bunch of groceries a year ago, and then went back a year later, and the prices were 75% higher.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
the official release of anything can eat my ass because it's so
whatever the like government approved inflation rate is, just multiply it by 10. That's the actual inflation rate.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, okay, I guess we're wrapping up there.
Yeah.
As we descend into depression over the cost of everything. Yeah.
So fun. So great.
Oh, Lorem's like, what the hell?
Yeah, we went from talking about beanies and toques to living not being able to live minimum wage and inflation rates.
Yeah. This is almost as good as that
therapy stream.
The therapy stream that we had. Oh, good times, man.
Oh my god.
Well,
what are we becoming?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for everybody hanging in during the technical difficulties I was having in the earlier stage. I don't know. That has never happened. I like every single stream I've done for the last 2 years at least has been on display capture, and it will not work. So thankfully, game capture worked.
Yes.
So thank you, GG, for suggesting that I try that.
Yeah, no problem.
What do you have coming up on your channel?
Oh god. I don't know. More Octopath Traveler. I'm probably not gonna finish Octopath Traveler by the time the second game comes out. But I'm really excited for Octopath Traveler 2. Everything about like Octopath Traveler 1 that I like has been like advanced and made even better in Octopath Traveler 2. And I can't wait to see about the things that like I hope that they would fix and or change when I actively play the game. Other than
really cool.
that,
it's nice when they like, we listen to the viewer, to our players, and like we gave you more of all the things that you really liked.
Oh yeah, no, the music. I loved the music in Octopath Traveler. The music in Octopath Traveler 2, I'm like, there is no way it's this good.
That's awesome.
They put out a video of all the characters' themes.
Okay.
And like I was getting chills from like half the themes. And like it's so good. I don't want to spend like the next 20 minutes like gushing over it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing Octopath Traveler. I got to start Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Right.
But I'm also like trying to figure out some personal stuff, so I don't know exactly when I'm going to be streaming. Because life is fun and fantastic and loves to get in the way of a lot of stuff.
Indeed.
But
unfortunately,
hopefully I'll have that figured out really, really soon. And I can put a whole bunch of stuff behind me and I can really just kind of focus on what I want to do and not have to worry about much of anything or over worry about stuff. So
sounds good.
that's where I'm at right now.
All right. I'm gonna be finishing up the courier playthrough on Skyrim this week. I am continuing on in the Green Hell, the appropriately named Green Hell.
Yeah.
I don't know how far I'm gonna actually survive in that game, but we'll see. Probably gonna be, so I'll be starting as soon as the courier is done. I'll be starting up a new playthrough of Skyrim. And after Green Hell, there is some discussion in Discord about the possibility of me doing a Minecraft series. So that would be interesting. We're gonna we're looking into some different kinds of mods and stuff. Some suggestions are like, I think it's called immersive engineering, something like that. It's got like basically turning Minecraft into like a Factorio type of, factory building thing. Although I'm not sure if I want to do that, because I also have Satisfactory, and that's got its 7th update, and I assume the 8th update is coming soon. So I kind of would rather do one like a factory type thing in that game rather than in Minecraft, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe we'll do some farming in Minecraft or something. I don't know. Not sure what's going to happen to that. It's a little ways off.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see. Those are the sorts of things that are coming. I also do, like I mentioned in the previous stream, Skyrim stream, that I was thinking about starting another day where I stream the because I'm still working my way through the Winter Sun deity series. Got quite a few more of those. So I was thinking about maybe doing a stream of that and then the build video. So I'm going to try to fit that in sometime. Probably not this week, but maybe next week.
All right.
And I think that's it. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
And DSPA is completely addicted to Green Hell. And he finished it. 96 days in game. It's done.
Wow. I don't
wrapped up with a neat bow. Although I'm not sure exactly how you finish a sandbox game.
You complete every single achievement and then die. Perfect.
You go to like the most beautiful spot and you just sit there.
Yeah.
You just fade into history.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, we will see you guys next week, I guess. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
See ya.